You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with this 48 Fastcast. This is our digital newscast, bringing you the top stories in a short, fast-paced style. We start in Huntsville today, where a man is recovering in the hospital after he was hit by a car. Don Webster with HEMC says that man was walking across University Drive near Putman Drive this morning when he was hit by that car. Webster says the man was taken to Huntsville Hospital, is now in stable condition. An investigation by Huntsville police revealed that the victim was crossing the street outside the crosswalk and underneath the pedestrian bridge near that intersection that crosses atop University Drive. Huntsville police say the driver was not injured and will not face any charges. The death toll now climbing, and now up to 9 people following last night's horrific cargo jet crash in Louisville. This is security footage from a nearby business at Muhammad Ali International Airport there in Louisville, just as the plane crashed. That plane was hauling cargo for UPS on its way to Hawaii. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear says at least 9 people again are dead, and that number is expected to rise. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg delivered this message to the city.
So to the rest of our city, no one should have to deal with tragedy alone. Whether you're the family member of someone who is still missing or have been notified as a victim of this crash, whether you're part of the UPS family, whether you know people who are part of the UPS family, everyone in our city, I know, has been hurt by this tragedy.
The cause of the crash remains under investigation by the FAA and NTSB.
We got some busy weather ahead. We've been watching Friday. The high resolution model guidance is in now, and it's getting into range. It's showing us a slower arrival, and that means more instability potentially. So we've got a first alert weather day out now Friday for some strong thunderstorms, the strongest of which probably coming after 6 o'clock in the evening, may last through about 2 o'clock in the morning. They'll continue to move east, and then a slight cool down Saturday, a much bigger cool down with our next first alert weather day coming up for Monday. We're going to talk more about that coming up. But here's a look at your Friday. Partly cloudy sky early on. It looks like it's going to warm up even more than we thought, and that adds more instability too. So that's the other trend we're going to watch, because there's a lot of wind shear ahead of this. There's 6:30. Notice the high resolution guidance shows you a lot more detail than what we've been showing you earlier in the week. 9 o'clock, it looks like we're pretty much in the middle of it as we go on in. Current temperatures, just a beautiful day. Wow, we have overachieved. 74 Huntsville, 76 though in Muscle Shoals, 77 in Athens. We do expect more of the same tomorrow. Next 12 hours, a slower cool down tonight, but a clear sky and another big bright moon. We'll take a closer look at that forecast for the next 10 days. There's a lot to talk about.
Mayor Tommy Battle putting pen to paper on a proclamation for Veterans Week in Huntsville. Celebrations began this morning and will run through next Tuesday, Veterans Day. The proclamation comes after Governor Kay Ivey proclaimed this week as Veterans Week for Alabama. We talked to one veteran who says he is grateful for all the support this community gives to our troops.
We're still humble about our service. We didn't do it for glory. We didn't do it for medals, awards, or anything like that. And so it's good to see that folks still want to come out and honor the veterans and not forget, because freedom's not free. It's costing somebody somewhere. It's the price we pay for living in the greatest country on the face of the earth.
Veterans Week concludes on November the 11th, Tuesday, with Veterans Day celebrations all across the city and, of course, the annual Veterans Day Parade. There was no winner from last night's Mega Millions drawing. We're going to tell you how much that jackpot grew after this quick break. No one claimed the winning numbers in last night's Mega Millions drawing. That jackpot for the game is now up to an estimated $843 million. That is the 8th largest jackpot in the game's history. The next drawing will take place Friday night. The last time a winning ticket was sold was back in June.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Liz, I think I'm going to change my name to No One because that's the person that keeps winning all the time.
I agree.
Here's your 10-day forecast. We got a lot to talk about. We'll go more in depth during the 4 o'clock and 5 o'clock newscast coming up. Alert days now for Friday and then again for Monday. Both of these storm systems will impact us. This one's going to impact a lot more of us with much colder air coming in, but starting to get a feel for stronger thunderstorms. The severe threat remains low, but something we'll keep an eye on because if the storm system lags a little bit longer, the instability grows ahead of it. So it's all about the timing with that. Sunday, a cold front moves in. It's going to be a lot colder. Yesterday, we talked about how this Friday system is actually a Pacific type storm system. Doesn't have a lot of cold air behind it. But boy, this is going to be pretty much polar vortex kind of weather coming Monday into Tuesday. So 39, a few snow flurries early in the day Monday, 26 for the low Tuesday. The end of the growing season, a hard freeze on the way. Veterans Day, I missed it. It's right here. I just didn't change it. So again, Veterans Day Tuesday. I'll be correcting that before the 4. Here's your view of the Parkway right now, 74. Just been a beautiful day. My wife's actually been out at the pool today. I checked my phone. Oh, yeah. I was like, that must be nice to be retired. 6 o'clock in the morning Friday. We start off in the 50s, but the humidity really starts to climb as that south wind picks up. We'll see it gusting over 15 at times, but no rain probably through 2 or 3 o'clock now, and that's the reason for this change. And with that, the temperatures will likely get warmer than we've been forecasting so far this week. So earlier it looked like rain in the morning, and that would keep temperatures in the upper 60s. So always got to keep on top of these changes this time of year. But as we get later into the day, perhaps 7, 8 o'clock, we start to see thunderstorm development here. Some of these strong and possibly severe, and those will continue to move to the east. Should be out of here by about 1 o'clock in the morning. And then we focus on a nice Saturday. But here's your Monday, this Arctic blast coming in. Again, we start the morning around freezing, and then it gets even colder as this upper level cold core low starts to drop southeast. Any moisture that's out there is going to fall as some snow flurries. So that's 2 o'clock. And if you're thinking it's pretty early for this time of year, you bet it is. Here's 3 o'clock. If anything, this kind of lingers a little bit longer into the day. So we're going to have to watch that storm system too. Satellite and radar, pretty quiet out there right now. Again, we expect the worst of the weather to start moving during the evening hours on Friday. I'll have a lot more coming up.
You see me shaking my head here, right? You got that? You said snow flurries and polar vortex. You know how much time you and I are going to be outside on Tuesday? Oh my goodness. Okay, so you know it now. Be prepared. That concludes today's 48 Fastcast. We will be back online momentarily with today's Before the 4, hosted by AJ Wiest. And then tune in on WAFF 48 on TV for our 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock newscasts. I'm Liz Hurley. Thanks for watching. Have a great Wednesday.